Driving on highways 144 and 119 has become one of the most dangerous activities that dog-faced soldiers, civilians, and family members do on a daily basis. Speed, aggressive, and distracted driving pose a risk to not only our lives, but the lives of others. We all have a part in creating a safer environment. Help make highways 144 and 119 a safer place to drive and set to cruise. Remember, it isn't the Daytona Speedway out there. Set to cruise and drive to arrive. Well, hey there, Fort Stewart and Hunter Army Airfield. Molly here with your latest edition of the Marne Report. Today, I am joined by our brand new Fort Stewart Hunter Army Airfield Garrison Commander, Colonel Manny Ramirez. Thank you so much for being on the show, Colonel Ramirez.
Oh, you're welcome.
So I've got one loaded question for you before we start. How is your first official week on the job going?
So overwhelming, right? So I'm trying to figure out which side is up, what's going on, where to go. But again, really my first part of the week was, in processing prior to the change of command, and that went flawlessly. I mean, it was just, I've been very well taken care of. So that's a testament to the community and to the people here. So
well, great.
I feel very welcome.
Good. The reason why we're here on the show today is because we've got a few questions for you to answer so we can help introduce you to the community. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Ready.
So, first question. Where are you from?
So I'm originally from Puerto Rico. My father was also in the Army. He was also in the military. So he was an Army doctor. And so we basically, I'm an Army brat. I kind of grew up everywhere else. We've been everywhere from Hawaii to Texas to Maryland to Alabama. So.
Wow. Do you have a favorite place that you've lived?
So the Army has never sent me to the same place twice except Hawaii. Once as a dependent and once as my first duty station. We like them all. I mean, and for various reasons. We've lived in Hawaii, we've lived in, Australia, Colorado. Wow. So I can't really complain about any place. So it's kind of hard to pick a favorite.
Yep, so you've seen the world.
Literally been around the world.
That's awesome. So do you have any kids?
Yes, so I have 3 children. I have a 19-year-old son who's going to start his sophomore year beginning here at Georgia Southern University. So we're going to have a proud eagle in the family.
Awesome.
So that's going to be good. I have a daughter who's 15. She's going to start her sophomore year in high school at the Bradwell Institute.
Great.
And then I have an 11-year-old daughter who's going to start 6th grade here.
Wonderful.
So super excited. The kids are happy.
Yeah, they like the area?
They do like it, surprisingly, right? Because initially, after every time we move somewhere, I have to take them kicking and screaming, and they wind up actually liking the place that we moved to. So
that's good. It's got to be a little bit of a culture shock going from a big city to a small town.
Very much a culture shock. But the kids have been, fortunately for them, we've been around. So we've been big city, little city, kind of alternating. Yeah. They're kind of accustomed to it. They kind of like the small town.
Oh, good.
They actually like it.
Good. We kind of just talked about it a little bit, but what do you think about Fort Stewart and Hunter Army Airfield so far?
So having never been stationed in the coastal region of Georgia, this has been phenomenal. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. All I'm missing is a beach, like right next to me.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just very, very nice, very nice. We're no strangers to the South, but at the same time, this is just a beautiful area that we'd never really been to before.
Oh, yeah.
So we're looking forward to it. I agree,
and you've got many beaches to choose from.
Yes, I just meant like right outside my house.
Yeah, of course. You want to walk out on your porch.
Exactly. That's what I want, but that's okay. That's okay. This place is close enough. Close enough.
Now that you're here on Fort Stewart and Hunter, do you have any special plans or initiatives that you'd like to tackle now that you're Garrison Commander?
One of the things that I was thinking about is, what a great community this is. This is a huge population of, we have military personnel, retirees, reservists. This community is phenomenal. What I would like to do is, this past year and a half of COVID, where we've all been kind of separated and I want to improve and kind of reestablish, reinvigorate those relationships with the surrounding community. I think that's important because we're just as much part of this community as everybody else, and I want to make sure that on the civilian side that hey, look, we are still here. We haven't gone anywhere. Our units aren't going to go anywhere for a while, probably. Not in the massive exoduses and deployments that they were in the past. So, reestablishing ourselves in this community is going to be a priority for me.
Well, I love it. I think everybody's ready for that.
Yeah,
finally.
Just finally being able to see things like smiles.
Yes, shaking hands. Hands, yeah,
right?
That's
Kissing
a big
babies,
deal. That's right. That's a big deal. So switching gears a little bit, I really love reading, but I don't really get to read as much as I want to. So I'm trying to build this list of books that, I'll read eventually when I get around to it. Do you have a favorite book, or do you have anything that you suggest anybody, folks read?
My family and I, we're pretty avid readers. We like a lot of different, diverse reading genres. For enjoyment, I like a lot of sci-fi, a lot of like thriller, mystery, like the Tom Clancy's,
Sure.
What you would think of. I also like the sci-fi stuff. Like because the new Dune movie's coming out, I just reread Dune, right? I had forgotten that it was like 1,200 pages, right? So it took me a little while to get through. Because I hadn't read it in a while, and I just wanted to get back into it before that movie came out. Same thing with like Game of Thrones. I'm trying to reread that. J.R. Martin owes me 2 more books.
Yeah,
we've already gone through the whole series. I'm getting a little antsy. And then on the professional side, there were a couple of books that I haven't read it yet, but it was suggested to me. It's called Start with the Why by Simon Sinek, and I think that's, from what I understand of the book, is that's important for leadership styles to it's important for buy-in, right?
Of course.
I think being just doing something because I tell you to do it probably isn't enough, anymore. So making sure that your subordinates, your partners, your peers, people understand why you're doing something, what is the purpose of it.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of important, especially if you're trying to get people to do something. That buy-in is important.
Yeah.
And kind of empower them with, this is kind of why we're doing it.
Sure.
So I think that's definitely on my reading list.
All right, Start with the Why.
Start with the Why.
It's going on my list too.
Simon Sinek, I think, is
perfect. All right, it's going on my list. Thank you. We know you like to read. What else do you like to do in your downtime?
So I'm an avid SEC football fan.
All right. Well, you're jumping
I know I'm
ahead
jumping
of my
around.
list.
I'm jumping around, but we'll leave it at that for that. But kind of into that, I love all my kids play sports, so I really enjoy. When my son was smaller, I was a soccer coach forever, so I had an excuse I had to go to the games, and I was able to be loud and crazy, and I didn't get yelled at because I was the coach, right? But now he's kind of grown out of it, so now my daughters are really into volleyball, so I have to learn to be like a parent in the stands and not act all crazy.
It's okay.
But I really enjoy watching them play sports. It's just great. I think sports are important for the kids as far as learning how to be a part of the team.
Sure.
Learning to appreciate something greater than self. It's just a great lesson in life. And then my wife and I also enjoy doing 5Ks together. So we'll sign up for like random 5Ks and just do it together. So.
Well, there's a lot of 5Ks that happen in this area, so you came to the right spot.
Yep. So that's something we're looking forward to doing.
Awesome. You said SEC sports fan.
And when I say SEC, I really only mean Auburn. Right, Auburn University is where I went to school, so War Eagle for all the Auburn fans out there. Yeah, that's definitely actually coming back to the South and being able to be so close to Auburn and being able to, we're at least going to see one game.
Of course.
So, and I still have a lot of friends from college that are either in the area, like in Georgia or Alabama, so I know we'll be getting together soon. So
good.
It's kind of cool to be in the same time zone as an Auburn game or the same continent, really.
Of course. Yeah, so you can't not go.
Yeah. I didn't, watching it 2 o'clock in the morning wasn't always my favorite, but I did it, right? Because I'm a faithful fan.
That's right. You're loyal.
I'm loyal.
All right, and then I have one last question for you. Do you have any special advice for the Garrison workforce?
So one of the things that truly impressed me the most was the fact that, Fort Stewart, in an unprecedented fashion, has won the Installation of Excellence for seven times over the past, 15 years. And that's truly a testament to the Garrison workforce, which is mostly civilian. And one of the things that I take away from that is that the civilians here really are in tune with the Chief of Staff of the Army and the Secretary of the Army's number one priority, which is people, right? So improving everything they do, improving quality of life initiatives, increasing that, making this place a station of choice for the Army is really a testament to the civilian workforce, and I just couldn't be prouder of that. So keep that up and then understand that, you know, it's all about the people. It's all about customer service. It's all about, if you take care of the people, readiness will follow. Everything else will follow. Taking care of the 100,000 plus people that we kind of, you know, between the retirees and the active duty and the National Guard service members from the surrounding area, I think that's very important. So continue to do that and make that the #1 priority. And, you know, this will definitely continue being the station of choice.
Well, I hope so too. Well, that is all of the questions that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.
No, thank you for having me. It was my pleasure. Anytime.
And honestly, I think I speak for everyone when I say that we are just so excited to welcome you and your family to Fort Stewart and Hunter Army Airfield. We can't wait to see you out and about in the community, kissing babies. And we're just really happy to have you here.
No, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, that's it for this week's edition of the Marne Report, y'all. Have a very safe weekend, and we will talk at you again really soon. Bye. It's officially hurricane season, y'all. Wondering what you need to do to keep yourself and your family prepared? Download the 2021 Severe Weather Guide from the Fort Stewart Hunter Army Airfield website. Access helpful tips, checklists, evacuation procedures, phone numbers, websites, and more. All available at your fingertips. Check it out and share it with your friends today.